辽宁选美冠军被骂上热搜。
Imagine a beauty pageant where the talent rules are made up on the spot, documents are backdated at 2 a.m. by interns, and a top 3 finish comes with a preset price tag of 200,000 yuan. From the Terracotta Warrior standards in Shaanxi to the military family ties in Liaoning, what was supposed to be a celebration of grace has collapsed into a national joke. We're diving into the leaked sponsorship deals, the cash payments made to judges on site, and the systemic corruption that has turned the search for beauty into a high-stakes power play for the elites. Welcome back to China Uncovered. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on a scandal that has the Chinese internet in an absolute uproar. The 2025 Miss Global China Pageant. Liaoning folks, you've got to see this video. Presenting the 2025 Miss Global China, Liaoning's own winner, Zhang Chun. She represents our province. Big congrats to Luya Chun, contestant 21, for grabbing the 2025 Miss Global China title in Hunan. That's a different province, though. Just to be clear, I'm not hinting at anything here. I'm just curious about one thing. Should a Miss Global Liaoning winner be the most stunning person from our region? Look, I'm not trying to bully Miss Zhang. She's attractive. But regarding that crown, let's just say Liaoning people definitely know that when cash flows, things happen. Following Zhang Chen's win, plenty of netizens are baffled, feeling her physique, style, and stage aura didn't quite measure up to the others. It definitely strays from the typical beauty norms we see. Many Liaoning locals suspect her victory is thanks to heavy connections and a wealthy family tree. To me, she kind of looks like actress Wang Yun. But then, watching her runway walk, she actually reminds me of actor Lu Nong. Now, let's check out some photos of the runner-up and the third-place finisher for a quick comparison. It's common knowledge that the 3 northeastern provinces have the prettiest women. So, what exactly went wrong here? Is Shenyang completely out of talent? Why not select a few ladies with actual grace and looks to enter this race? This makes zero sense. Honestly, Liaoning has lost all its prestige now. Let's take a peek at the winners from the other provinces instead. Roll the clips. Let's just admit Liaoning has tons of gorgeous women, yet this is who we chose. Now regarding Shaanxi, how on earth did those judges select their winner? Were they just looking for a laugh? This feels like a total prank. Truly, I don't get it. Was it because her ancestors were saints or just loaded? Have our beauty standards really shifted this much lately? Zhang Chun was born to a military family in Beijing with roots in Liaoning. Her dad is retired military and her mom's in culture. Her grandfather is a Manchu paper-cutting master, part of the intangible cultural heritage. She earned a master's from the Communication University of China, studied stateside, performed at the Overseas Chinese Gala, and even interned at a Chicago government office. She also did psychology at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. These feats are pretty rare for an average person. There's almost no public info besides those military family connections she has. Critics view her journey as typical for princelings of Chinese elites, using local ties and resources to collect international titles and credentials. Many are frustrated that Zhang Chun, a Beijing native, took the Liaoning spot. Liaoning residents are venting, with some saying the pageant wouldn't exist without her, while others call the whole thing rigged rather than merit-based. I've heard there's a massive wave of drama hitting the Miss Liaoning pageant lately. I've heard people are genuinely upset about this situation. So, I hopped online to investigate. Here's our Liaoning champion, Zhang Chun. She isn't exactly bad-looking. She's got a solid, very rounded facial structure. If she hits it big, she'd be the ideal face for businesses like brick kilns, lunchbox factories, chip makers, TV brands, or microwave firms. It would be a perfect fit. Then I thought, let me offer the organizers some free advice here. Next time, could you perhaps find judges with better eyesight? Seriously, with this look, she's nowhere near being a global beauty queen. If the lady selling veggies outside my apartment just washed her face, she'd also... Oh, and by the way, I heard this winner is actually from Beijing. Why is she representing Liaoning? It's a total waste of her potential. I'm so annoyed by this that I even composed a short poem. Her skin isn't bright. Her beauty's out of sight. You can't even spot her legs in those short pants. You want to know how she won? It's because the judges were legally blind. First, the Miss Global Liaoning winner, then the Best Body Award from Shaanxi, sparked some wild debates among Chinese netizens. Let's see what the comments say. Some call her a little calf. Others claim she looks like a literal cannonball. The wildest take was that we're now picking winners based on Terracotta Warrior standards. Seriously, judges? Come on. If we're doing this, let's do it right. If you can't manage that, just don't bother at all. What do visitors think? If this is Shaanxi's champion, what about the other local girls? Are they all going to be crowned winners too? The 2025 Global Miss China and Mrs. China finals use the theme beauty and women's empowerment. Global agencies run the event, streaming to over 300 million people. Judges supposedly score on looks, poise, talent, and social duty. Viewers have to decide if the Liaoning winner actually fits those goals. Insiders have leaked more details about how the show was organized. Let's discuss the alleged rigging involving Zhang Chun. To enter, you need to be from Liaoning with local papers or insurance, but she had neither. However, she obtained proof of ancestry from a distant relative in a Dalian neighborhood office to qualify. That document was stamped at 2 a.m. Since when are government offices open at that hour? The person who signed it was just a student intern. Regarding the talent portion, scoring rules weren't even shown until the stage was ready. For instance, folk dance wasn't on the list, yet she got perfect marks later. That move completely flipped the results. Furthermore, the committee hiked the cultural literacy weight to 40%, leaving physical looks at only 30%. This change wasn't announced, so it blindsided everyone. Former contestants have leaked a pay-to-play rule. Drop 200,000 yuan and you're guaranteed a top 3 spot. These fees went to a specific agency under the label of masterclass training, and the instructors were the actual judges. The event company even pitched a facial contouring package for the winner on the night she won. The sponsor, a Beijing media firm, has owners sitting on the judging panel with family links. That sponsorship cash arrived just 10 minutes before the big reveal. 2 judges were consultants hired by that sponsor and got paid in cold hard cash on site. A professor from CUC admitted his team hated the win, citing her shaky walk and weird expressions, but pressure from sponsors and officials forced a compromise. These rigged pageants have turned into gold mines. In a 2024 Shaanxi beauty contest, girls reported finalists skipping training and entering through the back door. The 70th Miss World China Jiangsu branch even listed tiered pricing: 800k yuan for A level, 600k for B, and 200k for C. Online, people joked that the regions signed a non-ridicule pact. But it didn't stop there, as Sichuan and now the entire South China region have joined the party. These winners fail both public taste and official standards. Protests are just ignored. While marketed as beauty shows, these are actually arenas for money and politics. Looks don't win titles, resources and networking do. Judges and the public have no power, much like how citizens lack voting rights in China. Some experts see this as an abuse of wealth that ruins society. There's a Chinese idiom, calling a deer a horse. It comes from the Qin dynasty when a powerful eunuch could say anything and no one dared talk back. He pointed at a deer and called it a horse. Anyone who disagreed was finished. The Zhang situation is similar. When you have money, you don't even have to pretend. Using power to do whatever you like isn't rare in our society. For instance, a catering chairman claimed everything was fresh when it was actually frozen. People faking academic degrees or genders say it with total confidence because they have leverage. This fraud breaks the social contract. Beauty, which should represent purity, is now faked for profit. Under this rule, events like Miss Global China 2025 favor cash over real talent. Similar trends ruin Chinese soccer with rigged matches and gambling probes. When profit wins, morality and law just fade away. This kills ethical roots, leaving justice totally empty. Broken boundaries tear the social fabric apart. Ancient China used beauty to teach morals. Today, ideology blinds us, letting power define and exploit it for profit. Real civilization needs beauty based on truth. Freedom and human respect are what actually matter. This isn't just a localized scandal. It's a symptom of a much deeper cultural decay. When young girls across China watch these rigged competitions, the message they receive is loud and clear. Your hard work, your natural talent, and your integrity don't matter as much as your father's bank account or his political standing. We are witnessing the death of the Chinese dream for ordinary citizens, replaced by a cynical reality where the finish line is moved before the race even begins. This pay-to-win mentality is trickling down from beauty pageants to university admissions and corporate hiring, creating a society where the glass ceiling is actually a reinforced concrete wall for those without connections. Even the judges, who are supposed to be the gatekeepers of excellence, have been reduced to mere actors in a pre-written play, trading their professional reputations for a quick envelope of cash. If a nation can no longer agree on something as subjective as beauty without it being tainted by corruption, what hope is there for objective fairness in law or governance? The public's mockery and the non-ridicule pacts aren't just jokes. They are a form of silent protest from a population that knows the game is fixed, but is powerless to change. The rules. Ultimately, when a society loses its ability to value genuine merit, it loses its soul, leaving behind a hollow shell of vanity and greed. So, what do you think? Is this just a case of beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or is it clear proof that money and power can now buy anything in China? Even the definition of beauty itself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these pageants still have any credibility left, or are they just a playground for the elites? If you found this deep dive insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to China Uncovered. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our investigations into the hidden realities of modern China. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.